I'm Audrey Johnson on the Audrey Johnson Show. Today we bring you models and conversation on the Audrey Johnson Show. These models are extraordinary women who are sharing their journey and how they got here in the last 2 years and reinvented themselves. You will enjoy the beautiful photos taken by Robert Donis and the jewelry by Naidoo, an entrepreneur all the way from South Africa and Indian heritage. I never felt like I've always played cowboy and Indians, and so I never really felt like a Barbie. I always admire you guys looking like the Barbie because I was like a stick.
Well, look at you now.
Well, I still don't feel like a Barbie, but today I feel like a Barbie.
That's awesome. That's how you need to feel all the time.
Thank you.
It was awkward growing up for me. I never felt like pretty to probably like high school because I was always like tall and lanky.
Yeah, me
Tallest
too.
girl in my
And
class.
like
So
long and
That's like
everything.
me too.
You can see we all felt it. Now is our time. We coming out, girls. Girls. What do you think? Now it's prime time.
what are you talking about?
Divas, we coming out. No, that's exactly correct.
Because I'm beautiful.
Don't hate me because we are here.
I had a shirt once that said Barbie's a bitch.
Wow, this is really good.
Yeah, it's a lot
What do you
of
think,
fun.
Miss London?
Well, no, I actually agree. In high school, it took me time to blossom. Probably like 20 years old.
Seriously, like 19 for me.
Well, I just blossom, and I blossom on the stage. Actually, today when David said to me, "Pull your hair back."
Yeah, well, you look beautiful.
Well, thank you guys.
Absolutely.
Everybody look beautiful.
I always wanted to model, and I never had anyone push me or let me, do what I wanted to do. And I got married at a young age, and then I got divorced, and then life just happened, and I never did it. So less than 2 years ago, I walked into a casting call with nothing for runway. And the guy looked at me and he said, "You have no experience. What makes you think you can do this?" And I said, "What makes you think I can't?"
Wow.
And I landed 3 runway jobs that year.
Wow.
So that's how it all started for me. So I feel really fortunate. So I always say to people, become your dream. Become your dream.
And so this was your dream. You always wanted to do.
Always, no matter. I would walk like I was on the runway, no matter what I was doing, walking down the street years before. I always wanted to do it, and I was always in fashion. So I.
Well, it's interesting because you just trigger something into me right now. I always had like a little mic, a stick in my country. And I also like stand in front of the stick when no one was watching and saw myself in this big studio. And when Oprah started off, I followed Oprah and I said she was speaking to me. And look what's going on now. Have the show now.
I know, right?
So you guys, right? What about you? What did you want to do?
Well, I've always wanted to model since I was very young. My mother not too supportive. She worked, went to school. She said she didn't have time to come with me to castings, and she wasn't going to allow me to do it alone. She had this image of it's not a good world. And now, after I had my 2 daughters, I started like about a year and a half ago, and I started freelancing, and that's just what it is. And now she loves it. She's so supportive now.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. That's, and this is what it's all about. Showing every woman out there, because this is the year for all of us to come out, that we could do anything we put our hearts out. And we didn't really need them. Did we really need them to tell us?
No.
No, we didn't.
When you're ready, you're ready.
When you're ready to
If it's in you, it's in you. It starts within.
I always approach everything with no expectations of the outcome because I don't know what it's going to be. I just go for it if it's something that I want to do, and whatever happens beyond that, it's out of my control.
Wow. Well, I totally agree.
Oh, yeah, I agree too.
Of course, yeah, because like me been here for 2 years, coming all the way from Detroit, Michigan with little of nothing, and I have
Detroit,
contracts,
Michigan?
Yeah, Detroit, Michigan.
So what
that's
did
where
you
I'm
do
from.
before?
Well, back at home, I was like a manager in sales, which I hate. I did my 3 years. I did my time. I'm never going back to sales. But people all around me used to always tell me since I was younger. My auntie Chris, she actually inspired me to be a model, and she's like, "Why don't you model? You're so pretty." And I'm like, eh. So I ended up going to like a test shoot with a photographer, and he like just for a whole year just was behind me, and my family supported me. I said, well, what the hell? I'm going to New York. If you're going to model, that's where you need to be, because I'm not getting any, things going on in Michigan, and now I'm here, and I met some wonderful people like all these beautiful ladies and Rob and these wonderful designers, and my world has changed a lot within 2 years, and I'm very blessed by God, and it's a beautiful thing.
I'm so glad you mentioned God, because we really
some of us, you know, I'm not here to preach because I'm not a preacher, but that faith within, somebody mentioned that earlier, is the faith, is the divine that really has gotten us here, and you follow that. And having the courage that gets us here. So God is in the house. He is in the
Absolutely.
house.
Absolutely.
What do you think?
I think there's definitely a God. I'm a very spiritual person, and I'm not sure what it is or what it looks like, but I know it's there, and you know, it helps me get through a lot of days, a lot of tough times. You know, I have a business I started, and it's just been one ride since I started this business, and I'm really grateful for it. You
Tell
know.
us about your business.
I have a company called Frocked Out. And basically, I call it a stylish networking business. I network within the fashion community. I do runway shows. I produce runway shows. I also teach runway and model recruitment. And I have a designer out of Italy that I work for. And I also do hosting.
You host?
Yeah, for Vision TV. Yeah.
That is awesome. That, you know, and that's what just showing you we all could reinvent. You know, and I'm not sure if you ladies know, but this is my fourth business, and yes, and I was a corporate recruiter, like you doing recruiting for models, and then I got here 10 months ago and started the show, the Audrey Johnson show, and because I want to bring people out, help them, to show them that we all can do it, and that's what it is. When you meet the right people and you connect in the right team, you could do all the things we can.
Yes, I definitely agree. Everything's possible.
All things are possible. Right, guys?
Exactly. I also think it's very important with the economy, the way that it is, that we have to think outside of the box and do exactly, you know, what we want. We have to think about what we're doing, and we have to come up with creative ways to make it all happen, you know. And I think when you get up every day with the right attitude, your day's going to go. I have a gut that tells me sometimes to go left when I'm supposed to go right, but I always go left. I follow my heart, and it always takes me somewhere special.
That's right. I heard this from a rabbi's wife, and she said, the reason I'm giving it back to her because it's not from me, we may do all the planning, but God has the map. And he's the one who's going to say the left or the right. And sometimes you think you're going to go here, but he has another plan. I had no idea that we were going to be in New York City because I love California. I'm from California. And here we are. You from Kentucky?
Oh, wow. I'm from New York.
You're from New York?
Detroit.
And London. I'm actually originally from South America. Yeah. So follow your heart and dreams do come true. Right, Rob?
They do come true. Absolutely.
Woo! This is a show.